Welcome to Dylan and Nancy's Shed Sessions.
Thank you. And we have our very first special guest, Trooper Spencer Van Syok.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. I'm very good. Thank you for having me. You guys can just call me Spencer.
Okay, Spencer. I love that. Thank
Yes,
you.
no problem.
So back in the midsummer, July of 2021, Dylan's mom posted a really nice thank you and a shout out to you and the Pennsylvania State Police for something really special that you did. And then it sort of took off virally. I would say once it hit 1,000 shares and then 20,000 shares. And,
Sure.
and I don't know, every couple of hours I kept screenshots of it.
That was awesome.
And all she was doing was just thanking you for something that you probably would do anyway.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think I did anything out of the ordinary. In my opinion, I was just doing my job that day, but it was nice that it got noticed. And
Okay, so tell me what happened and what got your attention.
Sure. So I was just, it was essentially a 911 hang up. It said it came from this residence from Dylan here. And I came out just to make sure, we ensure everything's safe. Even if someone calls 911 and calls us back and says everything's fine, we still come out and make sure everything is in fact okay. And I came out and made sure Dylan was okay. And we just kind of hit it off and became good friends.
I love that.
Sure.
Dylan, do you hit 911 accidentally very often?
No, that is the first time in my life. I actually didn't even hit 911. I have a app on my phone called Noonlight where you can text the emergency contact and they alert 911 for you. And I was coming home from a long day of work, and I remember the night because I was on the porch. And my buddy was bringing me home, and he was letting me in the door, and all of a sudden he said, "Your phone's blowing up." And from a random number, and I'm like, well, it's spam. And then once he left, I looked at it, and it was Noonlight making sure I was okay. And all of a sudden, I got a text saying, "Police are on the way." I'm like, uh-oh.
But obviously, so it's not like something that happens all the time.
No.
Right. And so you actually do. I didn't realize that if there was a call that you would go check out the situation.
We do. We go out and just make sure everything's okay and the scene's safe and everything like that. And I guess you could say it was a blessing in disguise because I made a friend that night and Dylan made a friend. So
That's
pretty cool.
It was awesome. It was awesome how it worked out, and you really put your life on the line for me because I wasn't expecting you to walk in my house without saying, "Come in," and you just kind of barged right in, and I'm like, man, that guy has, yeah.
You're a very brave man, trooper, Spencer.
I just want to make sure you're okay, buddy.
So how long have you been a state trooper?
I've been on for a little over 3 years now, almost 3.5 here. Next month. So, yep.
And you're stationed here. What's your
I'm
area?
out of Carlisle, so we cover all of Cumberland County, Shippensburg, Newburgh, Newville, Carlisle, Boiling Springs, areas like that. So
And where are you from?
I am originally from Shippensburg. So,
Okay.
yes.
Did you go to school at Shippensburg?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I'm from Franklin County side of Shippensburg, but yes, I did go to Shippensburg High School.
Okay. And then what made you want to be a state trooper?
I mean, I know it's cliche, but I did just want to help people, and I know that's what everybody says. But at the end of the day, that is, the goal is to help people and make a positive impact on other people's lives.
No, and it's not a cliche. I mean, I've always known that it takes a really special person to be on the front line of what you do. I mean, firefighters do it every day, and police officers do it every day. And I just thought it was such a positive story, or just a little quick story and a thank you that Dylan's mom put out there on Facebook, because there's so much negativity in the world.
Unfortunately,
I feel like.
yes.
And especially just in the past couple of years. And it's really nice when social media shares something so beautiful.
It is. And again, this kind of stuff happens all around the world with police officers. So, again, this happens every day, and it is nice that it was something positive and not something negative.
Exactly. And do you find, I mean, this was such a positive thing that happened, and I know our friend Valerie Pritchett from ABC 27 came out, and it was such a great story, and it's just nice. I mean, thank you for taking the time to even come out here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem, buddy.
So if he starts hitting 911, it doesn't just come to you, right?
It would alert our station, and then whoever's, closest or in the area would come out and respond to the house just to make sure everything's okay.
But now Dylan knows you personally, so he can just call you.
If I'm working, I'm going to come out.
So if I want to see you and hang out, I have to call?
No, you have my cell number. You can just call me, buddy.
And what would you tell a person, a young person, a boy or a girl that said they always wanted to be a police officer? What would you tell them about, like, what's the reality of it? What to expect?
I mean, the reality is that, you're not going to be liked by everybody, but that's obviously life. But I think it's a very rewarding job, and you make some of your, best friends in the world on this job. And it is somewhat like a family, a brotherhood, or, obviously we have our sisters on the job too, but it is cool, and it is an awesome job, and it's something different every day. It's not going to do the same thing every day. You have no idea what's going to happen in your 8-hour shift or 10-hour shift or 12-hour shift. So
you do 12-hour shifts?
Well, we usually do 8-hour shifts, but sometimes like I said, you never know how long you're going to work sometimes.
Yeah, so. I would imagine at the end of that 8-hour shift, it's not like you're like, well, I'm off the clock now, especially if there's something going on.
Correct.
Obviously, you're going to see it through.
Sure, yes.
So, and making new friends like Dylan.
Yes. You meet a lot of people in this job, that's for sure.
A lot of nice people.
A lot of nice people, sometimes some bad people, but that's okay too.
Because sometimes people are grumpy.
Sure.
And you catch people on a grumpy day.
That's right. Doesn't mean they're a bad person, just means we're there to help them. Yes, we all have bad days.
And something that I've always lived by is that you just never know what kind of a terrible day somebody might be having.
You have no idea what some people are going through, so try to put yourself in their shoes sometimes.
Exactly. So you're a good person.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Dylan, did you have any other questions for Trooper Spencer?
No, sir. It said, when can we hang out again?
Yep. Well, I'll be coming out this fall when it cools down for a campfire.
And by the way, I did want to ask you about the honorary state trooper status that Dylan now has. It's a patch that you guys give out?
Yep, is patch that we give out, and we gave one to Dylan, thinking that he would like it, and I think that he does.
I love it.
I figured as such. Good deal.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Dylan, and thanks for having me in with you as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
From the Shed Sessions, have a great day.
Shed Sessions.